Okay, so today I'm playing with a stamp that I made a while back. I figured I would videotape some of it. This is just cardboard. As you can see, it's a cereal box. A layer of cardboard, and then I took another strip of cardboard and cut buildings out. You can see the buildings right there. That's the second layer. And then I put some in the front. If you can see this one right here, that's the next layer. That's the third layer. And then I put little doors and windows on them. And what we're going to do is we're going to print them on top of these backgrounds that I've already printed, and they're just rolled on and then pounced on a little bit with paper towel to get some of the, just get a textural look to it. So that's what we're going to do. And I think I'll try it in something dark, maybe a dark blue or a black. And I'm using my golden open. Let's do purple. And right now I'm just going to ink that strip where that stamp's going to go. Just to strip down the middle and leave the there, that's a nice one. Now I'm going to lay this across, face down of course, try and get it straight, somewhat straight. And I made this longer than my plate because I wanted to be able to move it left and right. All right, now I'm going to take a piece of paper. Here's a scrap piece of paper. Print that did not work. I always save them for scraps. And I might go back and work on that print. I don't know. Now I'm pushing down really hard. I'm going to roll over it with a brayer, a clean brayer. Push it down really hard with my fingers, making sure I'm getting all those layers to touch. All right. I would have liked to get more of that purple up around the top, but lift that up, and let's do it over this ugly green one. Yeah, I guess we'll do it this way. And we'll see what we get. Now when you work with making those cardboard stamps, I think 4 layers is as far as I've gone and had it be effective. So I wouldn't go any further than that. Oh wow, some weird stuff on there. But as you can see, I'll see if I can get that up there where you can see it. I got up to 4 layers, and you actually can see the windows. There's the first layer, looks more like mountains in the background, and the second layer is these tall buildings in the back. The third layer is these ones in the front, this front buildings there. And then the fourth layer would be the windows on top of those buildings, or the windows. Those would be 3 layers. But can you see that? I hope you can see that well. I'll try and come up. Can you see the detail I'm getting on that? So let's try it again. I'm going to clean this off though. I mean, you could use that and then bring it down a little and use that for a hazy background, but meh, not that fond of the purple. Isn't quite what I wanted. I'll leave a little bit of the purple on there. I don't know where my black went to, which is odd because I use a ton of, here it is, carbon black. Let's go carbon black. Let's do another one. Let's add another color into that black. How about this blue? This is manganese blue. Add a little bit of that. Just a touch to give it a different look. All right. And there's still purple on my brayer. I didn't clean it, so it's going to be a combination of those 3 colors. Make sure I get enough on there. Now, my stamp. I'm going to bring it up to maybe here. Now, I'm going to take the color off with some paper towel so I get more of it off and get some of the paper towel pattern in there where some of it's left. Although this should pull up most of it. So, and I'm really pushing down that stamp but not moving it, being very careful not to move it. Okay. I'm liking that. The only thing I don't like is that's like a line there, so I'm going to come here and effectively disperse that line there. And the same thing down here. Now I don't know how much of this is going to... What's under the stamp is staying wet. But this stuff on here, I don't think very much of it's going to transfer because I'm drying the heck out of it. Let's see how this does. Ooh, that's very dark. Well, I have a dark green one here, so we'll do it on that. All right, let's give it a good rub. This might be too dark. I might have put too much paint on. But we can actually see. Oh yes, I think there's too much paint. But it is a nice effect, but it's just very, very dark. See it? I can come in with pens and stuff and highlight with white maybe and bring that back out, but that has a nice effect. And the nice part is I did the background to look like the mountains, because you're going to get part of the background no matter how much you try. All right, let's see if we can pull this one up on something. I got one over here I really hate. Let's see if we can pull up the rest of it on this one. And the reason why I hated it is I put the paint in dots and I didn't brayer it enough to disperse the dots around the plate so that you didn't get dots when you pulled up your print. So I've seen people make designs out of that, but I hate that. That's why I usually use this smaller. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, that is actually very, very nice, except for that it's crooked, but I have to trim these off anyways because the paper's... But look at that. Can you see the detail on those? And just think of the options. I mean, you can do faces, you can do... I always say that. You can do this, you can do that. Sound like that song. And I will trim it and probably do something else. I'll have to even it out too. It was slightly crooked. Those two are nice. Let's try something totally different. Let's grab that blue that we had. Roll that up with the black again. Should be a little bit lighter. A touch of black in it. So more like a gray. Oh, let's put some white in it. Make it an actual gray. Duh. All right, I have titanium white. I was going to use that off-white, but let's try it with titanium white. Just a bit of titanium white, make it a gray. Maybe it'll look like foggy in the background. And what I'm going to do on this one is do the middle. And then do all of it. And I'm going to lay my... Let's put the skyline off in the distance. Let's put it right there. Let's get it even though. And we're going to lay that down. I don't want to use that. Let's use my test piece. I really didn't like this one. Let's pull some off with this. These are just odd stamps, handmade stamps. Just pulling off little shapes and stuff. I pulled them out because I need to put all the backs fell off them. And I need to redo the backs on them. I put little tape handles on them, and all the handles have fallen off. Last time I had a session where I was using my homemade stamps, it was awful. All right, now I'm going to pull it off on this scrappy paper. Actually, that improved that incredibly, but there's just left just enough information on there for the next sheet, I hope. I hope. Let's do this. And it may be a disaster. I think I've got 2 backgrounds left, and then I'll be done for this session. Go in and have some lunch. Yeah, it's pretty much a disaster, but everything is good but this right here. So let's see if we can't ink up that stamp with black and come back. Put it more or less where it was. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Let's cover this in black. Oh, that's purple. Purple will be good too. I'm not going to be fussy. I'm just inking up the high spots. And then I'm going to press it onto here. And see what we can do. It's not going to end up in the exact same place. I know that. But hopefully it's going to leave enough so it's going to be an interesting print. Oh, wow. Now, how do we get it to line up? Well, we do this. We just want it to be kind of lined up. Like that. Since it's not a precise print. Ooh. Let's give it a better rub. Get more of that purple. Oh, I like that. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? They look more abstract on this, and I like that. They never were meant to be. Okay. Got one that I can go over with it? Well, I don't know, I like that. Let's pull that up a little bit. I'm just going to pull it up a little, and then I'm going to put it over it again with a different color. So that's just like a hazy in the background, hopefully. And let's do black underneath it. I'm just going to go right across and just leave that hazy in the background. And of course I grabbed the wrong color, but I'm not. All right, I just want that skyline. Go right up to it. And I want to put this on here. Right here. Press it down. Pull up this stuff. Don't want to get that skyline off. And like I said, today I am just playing. Took too much of the hazy skyline away. Probably not going to work, but it was worth a try. And I'm thinking of something that I can do later. Printing it, putting the stamp down, letting it dry, putting another one down a little darker, closer to the front, letting that dry. Oh, that actually isn't half bad. Look at that. And I will come in with a pencil. Some of the areas I really like in here looks nice. But I can come in with pencil and highlight it. I really like that. All right. We're going to get rid of that. Get out the baby wipes. I got to find my black again. And we're going to do one more. I've got a really ugly one that needs something. We'll do that one in black. See if we can cover up the ugly. But what have I learned from this? I've learned that that stamp works really well if I'm careful. And that I'm going to want to do some prints with it, but I think I like that idea of doing a light one, letting it dry, then doing a, let me dry my gel plate here. Those baby wipes have pretty much almost dried out, so they don't leave a lot of water. Let's do this really strangely. And I don't like the stamp so much with this, but live and learn, right? All right, we're going to put this one right here. We're going to pull up what we can around it while we're doing that. And I want a little bit of the black to cover this hideous yellow and blue. I mean, you could do something with it, but it's just not what I was intending. And that's sometimes the problem. Someone will show you something and say, "Oh, look how awful that is." It's not, and you'll look at it and think, "Oh, that's nice," but it's not what they intended. That's one of the reasons why it's looking awful to them. Now this has the lines from where the tissue was folded. I don't know if I want to keep that. Now I might want to go up and pull even more up. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Pull even more of it up. Top and bottom. And boy, I laid that down crooked again, didn't I? It's okay. Like I said, they're going to be trimmed off and cut, so I'm only going to save what I absolutely love. Let's see if this does anything to this ugly sheet, or was it destined to be ugly? But yeah, that's usually what they're saying. It's not what was in their mind when they started it. And to you it came out good, but it's not looking good to them because it's not what they intended. I have that problem all the time with friends send me stuff. "Oh, this came out awful." No, that didn't come out awful. Didn't come out as you intended it to. Oh my goodness, I love this one. Now that's what I intended. Look at that. Look at the depth you get from those 3 layers of cardboard. Isn't that pretty? Now this one here I didn't like because it was too gray. We're going to come back and see if we can pull up the rest of this. Yeah. We're just going to lay it on top of it, about where that is. Doesn't have to match up. And it sure won't. Oh, that's much better. There, now I like that much better. I really like how that came out. All right, let's go through the prints. I'll show you what we did. And I will show you here's that purple and green one. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lay them down here and I'm going to zoom down. Wow, what a concept. Zooming. Oh no. There we go. And as you can see, we got good detail on the doors and windows. This one got really good detail. but it's boring. So I'm going to come back over it with something here or up there. Probably I will print along the bottom and then leave the top. That yellow is not bad up top. And once we trim it, it'll look nice. Now this one I like. I got good detail in this, but it's very, very dark. I'm going to come way down for a sec so you can see. But see, there's still good detail in there. Really good detail in there. So I can bring that detail out with pen and ink or, oh, many ways. This one, I like the concept of the lighter in the background and then the darker, but these green splotches are so annoying to my eyes. Those are the dots I was telling you about. When you put your paint directly onto the plate and then roll it and don't roll it enough, you end up leaving these dots. I hate those. But I was just in a hurry when I did that, and that's what happens when you're in a hurry. This one, this is where I discovered I don't think I like the stamps and stencils with it. It's okay, but I don't know. Now this one, I love the look of the two-tone, the green and the, because I did it one way one time and then the other way another time, so I really like that. The first time I did it, I had it facing one way and then I flipped it the other way. And that gave it a lot of interest, but, and when these stamps are subtle, I like them. I like this. I'm not fond of that. But it's just like this one there, I don't know. And the last but not least, one of my favorite, this dark one. I might cut that up and make a collage out of it and put a moon up there. That's probably what I'll do. But, which is my favorite? Oddly enough, these two. These two plain ones are my favorites. I don't know. But anyways, thank you very much for viewing my videos. If you want to try doing this, it's like I said, it's just cereal cardboard. And then I cut the skyline piece, was one strip. Then I did little buildings in the front. As you see the little buildings in the front. And then I cut little squares and rectangles to make doors and windows. I'll tilt that so maybe you can see it better. I think the glare might actually help you see it better. But if you want to do this, that's all you got to do. You can see it's pretty simple. Thank you for viewing my video. Put a like if you like it, please, to help my numbers. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the little bell if you want to be notified when I come out with a video. Usually you don't have to do that because I try to do them by noon on Wednesdays and Sundays. Might not always be then, but I try. Thank you very much, and you have a lovely, lovely day.